What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of What's New with the Crew. I am Black Panther as always, and in this episode we're going to be going over some details to do with customization and progression because they're tightly linked in my opinion on this game. Now the first question we're going to get into is to do mainly with the manual transmission. Yes, kind of off topic, as I said, this is going to be customization and personalization, but in a way it is customization because it is personalizing the game to you, because you may like manual transmission and you may like automatic. It's still optional. It's customization. It's kind of how it works. So make sure to subscribe for the latest details on the crew anyway, guys. Hit that subscribe button that you see down below under that like button. Hit that like button as well if you wish, because I'm bringing you some awesome details that you've probably never heard of. So first question, will there be an option for manual transmission in the crew? When playing with the wheel, there'll be an option to switch between manual and automatic, which is awesome because I don't want to race in automatic with the wheel. It kind of doesn't make sense to me. It's just weird. Then again, sometimes I would. Sometimes I wouldn't. Mainly not, though, because that would be awesome. But it does strike me to question. Though they do not mention if you'll be able to use manual transmission in a controller. They didn't say you're not able to, but they didn't confirm that you'll be able to. So maybe we only get to use the manual transmission in specific events, probably drag races in the crew. But then again, are we even going to get drag races? Is my question. So are we actually going to be able to use manual in drag races or some form of race that specifically needs it in the crew, or are they locking us to automatic when using a controller? Maybe they're just locked up with how many buttons they need to use because of how awesome the game is. I don't know. So let's get on to one that's kind of to do with the progression and the buying of vehicles. Did you hear that? Buying cars. Great. Order old style from me today. So what type of cars will we be seeing in the crew? The crew's car lineup, as they said, this is to do with the E3 build. They don't want to give too much information because they want to release some trailers and so on of cars that we haven't seen yet. But they do say that there's going to be appropriate cars for everything you need to do in the crew, which makes total sense. Otherwise, I'd be slightly confused. And they also said that this is going to be the widest variety of car types ever seen in a driving game. Not a racing game, a driving game. Whoa, getting a bit over yourself there. So the crew contains, as of E3, muscle cars, new and old, pickups, sport cars, GT cars and supercars, and obviously some more will be released and unveiled over time. Question related to that one is someone that asked if you can see lots of Japanese cars in the game, to do with the Toyota Corolla GTS, Nissan Silvia, Toyota Supra. Supra is close to my heart, and what they did say is the crew will offer different models of cars that will suit the tastes of many, including some Japanese cars. Oh. The exact models will be revealed at a later date. So they've got some Japanese cars, but they don't want to tell us yet. They're going to wait for trailers and awesome stuff. So if you're watching this, guys, make sure to add in the Supra, because no matter what cars you like, the Supra is a car that you've got to have. It just is. You've got to buy a Supra. Another question related to that one, can we expect classic muscle cars like the Mustang GT 1969? The US is the birthplace of car culture. It's a real pleasure that for our team to offer classic cars as well. It must be, because I don't see many car games bloody doing it as of late. Are they not allowed to, or are they just being lazy? I don't know. We know that for many fans there is nothing like driving down the sunny road of California behind the wheel of a 1967 Shelby. Well, right here it would be a 1969 Camaro. Make sure to let me know what car you'd love to drive in the crew. That would be an awesome topic for this video, so remember that. Or pause the video and type it now, because you've got time. Anyway, getting on to the next one. This one is awesome. It makes me happy in the pants. Kind of thing. So, will you be able to construct fantasy cars? For instance, tune a car like a Volkswagen Golf and turn it into an inconspicuous racing machine that will keep up with any supercar. While progressing through the game, you'll unlock different kits and parts that will enhance the performance of your car, allowing players to compete at the same level with different models of cars. So yes, you'll be able to keep up with anyone. Awesome stuff, because I do like to use lower end cars at some point. Say for example, the SLS isn't really going to be a McLaren P1 anytime soon, but I do want to use the SLS. If the SLS isn't in the game, I'm going to cry, because I know the car is kind of the last one. But you've got to put the SLS in, please. And obviously I want to get some Lamborghinis and stuff in there as well. But I do love to drive some lower end cars. Even the Sirocco is a pretty damn nice car for what it is. I'm not usually one for hot hatches and so on, but the Sirocco is a pretty nice car. So the Sirocco, I would love to have just a really old banger, maybe even a Ford car for a joke, and literally pull up to someone in a Bugatti Veyron, for instance, and then challenge them to a drag race. And we'll see who's the more experienced driver. Be pretty awesome. So in terms of classes of car modifications, i.e. street and track, will you be able to only use one branch to upgrade to, or will it be a case of needing to progress through stages to unlock street and eventually get track? So the answer is, you'll freely be able to choose how you want to upgrade and unlock cars, unlock many tuning parts for those vehicles, by completing the main campaign, focusing on skills or challenges, or even through PvP competitions. Just play the way you want. So this one doesn't really explain how the skill tree is going to work. It didn't really answer his question in some way. Maybe they're limited to what they can say at this time. Maybe they haven't even thought all of it out yet. Maybe that's why it was delayed. But what we do get is that you can pretty much do anything to unlock these specific parts for what you want. Say for example, hopefully though, you'll be able to do off-road events to unlock off-road parts. Because I don't want to do track races and unlock off-road parts. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it gives me kind of forces me to try some other stuff. Say for example in Need for Speed, really the cop career, I only play it because I'm forced to do so. Because I want to unlock and complete the game as such. Whereas with a car that I really love, let's say a Ford Focus, I would really love to be able to unlock all the parts for it and switch to a specific model that I have saved to then be able to beast against anyone in any car, and then all of a sudden switch to an off-roading monster. It would be pretty damn awesome. So this question, will you be able to swap out a car's engine? Yes, you'll be able to swap out a car's engine depending on the type of performance you're looking for. Trying to speak too fast there. But yeah, you'll be able to upgrade your engine, pretty much what it says. Hopefully we already knew that existed. Otherwise, what's the point of having upgrades and performance upgrades in the cars? Anyway, this doesn't make sense. If you don't have the engine upgrade, what are you going to do? Slap something on it? I don't bloody know. So how are you going to handle progression in the game? Is it going to be any kind of currency? Now this question was a bit weird. I'm pretty sure if you've been following the crew, you'd know that there's going to be a kind of currency. So you'll earn XP, cash, crew credits, or PvP tokens in many ways. This will allow you to tune your car with rare parts and even more. So, and even more, it says you can tune it. So I kind of doesn't elaborate, and I really wish I could ask them what fits what unlocks what buys what, because XP, maybe that's just a level to show how experienced you are. Maybe it doesn't unlock anything. Maybe it unlocks specific paints or vinyl. It doesn't explain which currency unlocks what. PvP tokens, what they unlock? They unlock special performance upgrades for beating actual players rather than AI. Crew credits, do they unlock cars and performance parts? How do you unlock? Do you buy those parts with the cash or the crew credits? The crew credits a currency rather than a XP style of thing. It just doesn't make much sense to me. One way to clear it up is going to the next question though, which is how do you earn different cars? You unlock different cars in the game by earning crew credits, which you'll get by completing missions and challenges. Make sure to win lots of crew credits, as we have lots of cars for you to drive. Now, do crew credits then, does that basically mean then we get all cars for free? If so, get out. You were doing well, but no, get out, sort it, fix it, make us buy cars and make us able to sell those cars as well. But there are some points at this as well that makes you kind of go, oh, okay, maybe it does make sense. Okay, well, maybe you do buy cars. What are you trying to show me here? You can or you can't? I don't really know. But yeah, let's carry on with this. So crew credits do buy cars. Do unlock cars. They didn't say if they bought them or not. I'm guessing that they just unlock them and then you buy them with money. Or, as I said, we don't know. There's not really a clear answer on that, and I wish they did elaborate a bit more on that whole situation. But if they didn't elaborate, and I'm just missing that, then obviously we just buy them or unlock them using crew credits, which is kind of annoying to me. But It'll kind of feel like Need for Speed Rivals. It's a step up from Need for Speeds. I mean, before we didn't even buy cars at all, well, except in the Underground and so on era. But with Rivals, we do buy the cars, but they still don't feel ours because of the level of customization, progression, and so on. And you never really bother sticking with the car or falling in love with the car on Rivals because they all feel pretty much the same. You don't actually earn anything other than the vinyls from completing Speedless, and you don't even have to use that car to unlock those vinyls. And I didn't realise you unlocked the wraps and liveries, I meant instead of vinyls. Wraps and liveries, I didn't know you unlocked them by literally doing Speedless. I just completed them and I realised that you unlocked all of them by doing that after completing all of them. So it was kind of like, oh, well, never mind then, hey! But, yeah, as I said, hopefully you do have to buy cars and have the ability to sell them. One point makes me believe that you'll be able to in a second, but first things first, we're going to go into more details to do with the customization system in the game. So we'll be able to change individual parts of the car, such as bumpers, side skirts, hoods, tail lights, etc. Totally was their answer. Awesome stuff. We'll have a wide range of options for car customization. Some of these things will be including unique stickers, colours, liveries, rims, front and rear bumpers, skirts, rear wings, motor hoods, front and rear fenders, front and rear lights, and side mirrors. So that is awesome. They're able to actually customize side mirrors like Underground 2. We haven't really seen customization of lights or mirrors since Underground 2, really. I mean, I can't think of another game that's really done that except some body kits on some games that changed the mirrors and lights and so on. But you can even customize the fenders, which is pretty damn crazy. And I don't know, it just seems like we've finally got the game that we've been asking for, but not by, you know, EA, because it's EA, but by a company that actually wants to listen to all the feedback of another game and build the game that people have been begging for how many freaking years. It's annoying. Should have listened, EA. It's your loss. Your loss on this money. I hope this game sells a lot because they're actually listening to us. Anyway, getting on to the next one. How extensive is the customization feature going to be? Colours, layer types, vinyls, stickers and so on. There'll be a wide range of features for customization in the car, 200 unique stickers, handmade also, 500 colours, liveries, rims, front and rear bumpers, side skirts, rear wings, motor hoods, front and rear fenders, front and rear lights, and side mirrors, as I said, from asphalt to off-road type. So I'm hoping that you can move the unique stickers and so on around. You can do a car customization thing on the website. If you go to the Cruise website, you can actually go on the website and customize a vehicle, put basic stickers on it, and they're kind of doing a competition, kind of like get your vinyl in the game or something. I'm not too sure on how that all works, but you can customize your car on the game, on the website like that. So I'm hoping you'll be able to put cars together, as I said, on the app and on the website, visually, you know, precisely placed stickers and so on in the car, unlike Rivals, which kind of just made you choose one and it's set in that position for good. You couldn't move it in any way. All you could do is change the colour, whereas this kind of seems to make me believe that there's obviously going to be some way of us moving them around, and me making my BMW M3 from Most Wanted 2005. That would be pretty awesome. Please let me do that. Bring the car into the game even. Anyway, next one. Will you be able to unlock the same car twice and tune each of them differently? Absolutely. If you love the car, you'll be able to... Will you read that? Absolutely. If you love a car and want to be able to use it for different types of missions, you can do that. Now, this one's kind of interesting. It kind of says to me, once again, you'll be able to sell the car because you can buy multiple of them, and they say you have to buy them. Well, they don't say that, but you have to. But how else are you going to unlock the same car twice? It doesn't really make much sense to me. So it does kind of say you'll be able to buy cars, mainly because you'll have to... There'll be no way if you unlocked them for you to be able to buy the same car twice. You have to stick with their system in where you can literally go into the garage and select a preset, a customization model that you chose, so you can customize a car basically and make it the off-road type, and then you customize it again and make the street type, and then save those and switch between them, as we've seen in some trailers. So that pretty much does say to me that you'll be able to buy cars, because otherwise they'd say no, you can do this instead. Last question for today would be, are there multiple types of nitrous? And they said you'll be able to pick the type of nitro you want to match your driving style. Now, they didn't really elaborate on that, which kind of disappointed me, because I would like to hear more about that. Are we going to see the annoying stuff like in Most Wanted, where it's going to be the normal, I was going to say turbo and shockwave. What have you done to me, rivals? There was the burst of NOS that you pressed it and it fully went through from most of it onto 2012, or the NOS that kind of burnt over time. Are we going to see stuff like that, or is it literally just going to be velocity and obviously, how strong it is and how long it lasts and that sort of thing? How we got most ones 2005, 2006 got carbon and so on. So this kind of wraps up my list of questions and stuff that we got from the forum today. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you got some awesome details from me. If you got any details to leave me, make sure to let me know down below. And as I said, what car would you like to see in the crew? Make sure to let me know and tell me exactly what you'd like to put on it, because I want to put a big spoiler on my SLS and a big body kit and my 1969 Camaro with a massive spoiler that goes into the stars. Yeah, I've got a crazy mind, but it would be awesome to see. Probably fall over. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, I said make sure to subscribe. I will see you in the next video, guys. This has been BlackPanthaa as always, and subscribe again, because that's awesome. And like, because liking helps. It's just to let me know what cars you want in the game below. Peace.